Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about unfortunate love was how Malishka's plan against Lakshmi backfired, and then Priyanka, the tarot card reader, tells Lakshmi that there is actually trouble in her destiny very soon, and this got Lakshmi worried. So let's continue from there. In the room, Rishi comes to Lakshmi and dances with her. He asks her to tell him why she is worried. He asks Lakshmi to sit and he asks her to tell him what is the matter and why is Lakshmi worried. But Lakshmi says that there's nothing. Rishi says to Lakshmi that I know you and I feel that you are really worried. He asks her to tell him why she is worried. He says if you don't tell me, then I will be worried all night and I cannot sleep. And Lakshmi thinks of Priyanka's words that there is trouble coming to her soon. Sonal tells Malishka that they used to dance and enjoy before like today. Malishka reminisces dancing with Rishi and she smiles. Sonal asks that what happened. Malishka says she loves Rishi so much and she have the same feelings for him even till now and she wishes to get married to Rishi soon. Rishi asks Lakshmi to talk. Lakshmi says Priyanka. Rishi asks what happened to Priyanka. He asks, do you know Priyanka? Lakshmi says no. Rishi says Priyanka is learning tarot card reading. Lakshmi thinks if what Priyanka said is right or wrong. She thinks if she should believe Priyanka or not. Rishi asks, why were you worried? Lakshmi says to Rishi that I did not talk to Shalu and Bani since morning and so I was worried for them, and Rishi asks Lakshmi to take the phone and call them. Shalu thinks to talk to Lakshmi, but Lakshmi calls Shalu just then. Shalu tells Bani that Lakshmi called just as she also wanted to call her, and Bani says that there is a connection of heart to heart with them. Shalu says the same thing to Lakshmi and says just as I took the phone to call you, then you called me. Lakshmi says some guests had come to their house and that was why she was busy. She asks if Bani is on phone. Bani says she is sleeping and she lies down. Lakshmi asks them to sleep and she ends the call. Bani tells Shalu that she will complain to Lakshmi about her, that she says that Ayush would work for her. Shalu thinks that Ayush was busy too and that was why he did not call her. Lakshmi prays to God and says she doesn't know if whatever Priyanka says was right and says no problem should come to my family. Lakshmi says to herself that I can bear any problem for myself but not for my family, and she asks God to keep her family away from all troubles. The lamp gets set off in the temple. Ashish comes to meet Sonal and Sonal hugs him. Ashish hugs Sonal tightly. Sonal says this is not our bedroom and Ashish says that is why I am just hugging you. Malishka says to Ashish that I am Malishka. Ashish asks Sonal if she left him since 3 days because of Malishka. Sonal says this is Ashish. Malishka says your husband. Sonal says no, my boyfriend, and says Ashish is going to do your work, and Ashish hugs Sonal and says 100%. Sonal shows Lakshmi's picture to Ashish. Ashish says she is a soft target. He asks Sonal to meet him. Sonal says we will meet soon. Sonal asks Malishka and asks her to ask Auntie to take out the wedding date for her marriage with Rishi, and they suddenly see Kiran standing there. Grandma asks Lakshmi if she will come with her. Lakshmi asks Grandma to order her, and Grandma orders Lakshmi lovingly. Lakshmi asks Grandma to order her strictly. Grandma orders Lakshmi the way Lakshmi told her. Lakshmi says I understand, and she laughs and says you don't want to say it strictly. Lakshmi says to Grandma that you are the best. Grandma says you are also the best. Kiran asks Sonal and Malishka that what is going on. Sonal says there is nothing, and Kiran asks them to come and have breakfast and she leaves. Malishka says to Sonal that I thought that Mom heard everything that we discussed with Ashish. Malishka says to Sonal that this is wrong. What we are about to do to Lakshmi is wrong and we should not do this. Sonal asks if Malishka wants Rishi or not. She asks her to talk and says what should we do then? She says I have done this with my friend and I married her husband for money. She says she gets money from her husband and she gets love from Ashish, who is her boyfriend. Sonal asks Malishka to decide if she wants Rishi or not, and she thinks that Malishka is foolish and she doesn't understand that they have to snatch love. Karishma offers Grandma to come with her and says she will drop her where she is going. Malishka thinks that she should stop Lakshmi from leaving the house because Ashish is waiting for her, and she asks Lakshmi to ask Grandma to go with Karishma. Lakshmi asks Grandma to go with Karishma and says that she needs to make food. Grandma tells Lakshmi that it is enough that she said it. Lakshmi asks Grandma to go because Aunt wanted to take her. Karishma gets irritated with Lakshmi and says that she doesn't know when they will get rid of Lakshmi and Malishka says very soon, Lakshmi will go away from their lives. Grandma asks Karishma and Malishka if they are done badmouthing about Lakshmi, then Karishma should come. Lakshmi comes to the room. Rishi tells Lakshmi that when she fights with him or argue with him, then it feels good. He asks her to smile like this, and he smiles. And Lakshmi says, my smile is good than yours. Rishi says to Lakshmi that I will get fake teeth like you. Lakshmi laughs and asks Rishi to take the tiffin from the kitchen. Rishi says, I thought you called me for a hug or a kiss, but you called me for tiffin. He says he will leave. Lakshmi asks him to say that he will come back soon, and not says that he will leave. Rishi comes near Lakshmi, and Lakshmi says, you have become mischievous. Rishi says he is born mischievous, and Lakshmi asks him to go to the office, and she waves her hand. Neelam is talking to someone from the orphanage, and she says this orphanage cannot be closed. She says you will get help, so be rest assured. Malishka finds the tiffin in the kitchen and she replaces it with empty tiffin and she leaves from there. Rishi comes there and takes the empty tiffin and he leaves. Malishka thinks that now Lakshmi has to go and give the tiffin to Rishi at the office. She thinks that Lakshmi will go in a maroon car to give the tiffin to Rishi and then they will complete their plan. Malishka recalls and a flashback is shown. Sonal asks Malishka and says she doesn't want anything wrong to happen with her and she wants Rishi and her to unite. She says she would do anything for it. Malishka thanks and hugs Sonal and the flashback ends. Malishka calls Sonal and tells her that Lakshmi went in a maroon car to give tiffin to Rishi and I am following her. Sonal says this will be the last ride of Lakshmi, so I would inform Ashish. Lakshmi is at home and she comes to the kitchen. She finds the tiffin and she thinks that it is for Rishi. She thinks that Rishi took an empty tiffin. I don't know where he is lost. She thinks to go and give the tiffin to Rishi and says I will not tell anyone. Ashish follows the maroon car, but Neelam is driving the car. Lakshmi takes the auto and she asks the driver to ride slow. Malishka is following the maroon car thinking that Lakshmi is driving it. She thinks that Lakshmi, Ashish would eat your car and then you will be handicapped and then Rishi will come to me. Sonal's car gets stopped on the way and she thinks that Ashish will do the work and she will miss the scene. Sonal suddenly sees Lakshmi in the auto and she thinks that if Lakshmi is in the auto, then who is in the car? Sonal calls Ashish and thinks that pick up the phone. Ashish thinks that why is Sonal calling him? Sonal calls again. Malishka thinks that yes Ashish, end Lakshmi's game. Ashish is about to eat the maroon car, but Sonal calls Ashish again. Ashish thinks that he cannot wait for some time and he picks the call and says he is about to eat the car. Sonal says that is not the target and Ashish stops the car. Neelam sees the car stopping suddenly and she thinks that anyone can get driving license these days. Sonal thinks if Malishka did not see that it was not Lakshmi who was in the maroon car, she calls Malishka and asks her to meet her right now and Malishka asks her to behave with her and she should not talk to her rudely. Rishi opens the tiffin and thinks that he brought the wrong tiffin, but Lakshmi did not know till now, else she would have come here and he thinks to call her. Malishka meets Sonal and Ashish. Sonal asks, how can you do such a mistake? She says Lakshmi was not in the car, but she is coming in the auto. Malishka says, why was Lakshmi not in the car? Sonal says, you said that Lakshmi is coming in the car, but she was in the auto, so who is in the car? Malishka says to Sonal that Neelam was at home, and I am sure that she might have taken the car. Sonal says if Neelam Obrey had accident today, then it would be a breaking news, and says they would have been caught, and they would have all gone to jail. Malishka gets angry and asks Sonal if this is a foolproof plan. She says this loose character guy would have opened his mouth when beaten up by the police. She asks, why did you make this plan? Sonal says Ashish is my boyfriend, and she asks Malishka to mind her language. Ashish says to Malishka that if you insult me, then you will be beaten up. Malishka asks, what did you say? You are threatening me and you will raise your hand on me, and she asks him to beat her. Kiran calls Malishka. Malishka picks the call mistakenly while talking to Ashish and says don't threaten me, and she asks him not to cross his limit. Ashish says to Malishka that I am working for you and you are saying this. Sonal asks them to focus and says Lakshmi is still in our grip. She is going to Rishi's office. Kiran gets shocked hearing them over the phone and says don't do anything to Lakshmi, but they couldn't hear her. Kiran thinks that she should go there and stop Malishka and Sonal from making another mistake. Sonal says to Malishka that we will do your work by hook or by crook. She says Lakshmi is standing at the florist shop and that is why she is taking so much time, and says let's just go on with the plan. Lakshmi is in the auto. The auto driver stops the auto and speaks to his family. He tells Lakshmi that his wife is admitted at the hospital for delivery. He says he will go there after dropping Lakshmi. Lakshmi says she will get down and she asks the auto driver to go to the hospital. Lakshmi gives the driver money and she asks him to distribute sweets when the good news of his baby comes, and Lakshmi leaves. Lakshmi started walking on the road. Rishi calls her. Lakshmi sees the road blocked and she goes to his side. She picks the call and asks if Rishi has any work. Rishi asks if he cannot call her without work. Lakshmi says you can call me at any time. Rishi asks if that means that he doesn't have any work. Lakshmi says you got upset. Rishi asks her to do happy talks and he asks if she is outside, and she says yes. Rishi says to Lakshmi that I did a great thing today and says I brought an empty tiffin from the kitchen. Lakshmi asks, didn't you find out that it is empty? Rishi says no. He asks that when is Lakshmi coming to the office? Lakshmi says she is outside and she cannot come. Rishi says he will get something to eat if Lakshmi did not come, and Lakshmi ends the call and thinks that Rishi is so good and she smiles. Sonal and Ashish are in the car. Sonal spots Lakshmi and tells Ashish. Ashish asks if she is sure. Sonal says my eyes are fine. I am not Malishka. She messages Malishka that they have seen Lakshmi and Malishka gets happy. Sonal says if we had agreed to Malishka's words, then the work wouldn't have been done. Sonal says Lakshmi is walking on the road and not on the footpath, and says that he should not kill her, but he should make her a lifeless body. Ayush is about to hit Lakshmi with the car, but just then, Lakshmi goes to the footpath seeing a girl crying, and Ashish missed the chance to hit Lakshmi. Lakshmi sees the car that would have hit her, and she thinks that if she had not get on the footpath on time, then she would have died. She goes to the girl crying for balloon, and she pacifies the girl and she buys balloons for the girl. She then gives money to the girl's mother, and she asks the mother to have something and take care of the daughter, and says daughters are blessings, and the woman thanks her. Okay guys, thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to check the comment section for the link to the next episode, and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.